Welcome everybody back to Boost Motion, guys, and today I want to talk to you guys about this. You guys are looking for Infiniti Q50, and I always give these market updates for the Infiniti Q50 and other vehicles on my other channel, Boost in Foreigns. Go check out my Boost in Foreigns channel. Yes, I have a second channel for my Boost in Motion E63 and C63. But anyway, guys, let's jump into the video. First thing, shout out to my whole Boost in Motion family. I want to talk about the Infiniti Q50 car prices because they have changed a lot in the last 6 months. So this is going to be a 6-month market update on price trends using car gurus. And I want you, as I said in the last video, go check on my channel. If you're looking to buy an Infiniti Q50, I gave my recommendation where to start and try to give the best information possible. So now we're going to look at some prices and see if we are going to be saving some money or try not to overpay for the Infiniti Q50. Anyways, so I'm using, as I said, price gurus. They pretty much take the retail prices that's listed by dealers and they average them out, they median out, and they try to give you guys some kind of number, let you know where the market is headed. So in the last 30 days, they said it dropped about 0.7, and the average price or the median price is 23,077. Now this could be accounting for 2014 all the way to 2024. Also, this is all models. Well, primarily we care about, of course, the 3.0T Sport on this channel. So we're going to go down and look at some metrics. We're going to put in 2019 because that was before the pandemic. And we're going to update the chart. And then we're going to take off the Car Gurus Index. And then we're going to plot in some points, some numbers here. And I always like to do that. So we're going to first start off with the 2016 model because this is going to include, once again, it's going to also include the 2.0T and hybrid. But we just kind of want to see where the market has been going in the last year, 2 years, or at least the last 5 years. All right. So first one, 2016 Q50. Try your best, guys, to not pay attention to any dates between January of 2020 to about, I'll say right here, July of 2022, because the market was super weird. That's when we went through the pandemic. So you can't go off those prices necessarily because cars don't appreciate in value. They always go down, right? But in this case, the cars started depreciating after July of 2022. Most cars on all markets in the United States. All right. So the average price of a 2016 model was going, or median price was going for about $25,000. We'll just average off and say $25,000. In just 2 years, that car, the average price now is $16,000, guys. So this is an average and or medium. I'm assuming this should be an average price. Median price just lets you know what's that medium number between it. But whatever, there's a difference between median and average. Average price, $16,000. So that means that there's Q50s priced under $16,000, a huge amount, and a lot priced above it. So guys, if you're going out there looking for a 2016 Q50 3.0T, understand that it will be, you shouldn't be spending more than $20,000. Unless that mileage is baby miles and the car is fully loaded, or if it's a premium and it's baby miles with no accidents, I get why you'll spend a little bit more money on it. But after looking at this price, if you're walking in a dealership spending $20,000 on a Red Sport 2016, you're bugging unless the mileage is super low. And I mean low. All right? I'm going to start getting a little elevated on this because I've been seeing people going in the market looking to buy these cars now, and they're still paying $20,000+ for an 8-year-old car. This is ridiculous. No. With accidents and like 4 owners. What are we doing? All right. Now, 2018 model is the one that everyone actually wants to get. This is because it has a newer bumper and the newer look, right? That's the same look all the way up to 2024. So look how the huge difference of price we have here. The average price for a 2018 model is about $20,000. Remember, that's all models included. I believe they got rid of the hybrid models somewhere around here, or they got rid of the 2.0T model somewhere around here. So you're only left with the 3.0T model after some year, either 2019 or 2018. I can't remember, guys. So once again, the 2018 model is yielding you $20,000 average price. Remember, I told you go back to 2022, July. It's a newer year. Remember the metric. So that car was selling for $30,000 and now it's going for $20,000. That's a 30% drop in the average price in 2 years for that car, right? This is how cars are supposed to depreciate. If the pandemic never happened, these Infiniti Q50s will be all in the teens. Majority will be in the teens. But because of inflated prices, everything naturally had to come down, but slowly because there's always a demand. All right. Now let's jump to 2020 model. That affected because we were limited supply of models. Also on that top, that there were some changes in 2022 to the car, but technically it's still the same car. Okay. So this one depreciated a little bit weird. It dropped, came back up. We're gonna go to July 2020, and the car was selling for about $35,000 average, and it dropped to now currently about $25,000. So at this moment, we can see that between the 2 years of every model here, from 2016 to 2018 to 2020, the car prices raised up about $5,000. This is good information to let you know how to pick the right Q50. Once again, this is the average price for pretty much all the Q50s made in that year, no matter depending on if it's a premium, luxe, or red sport, or 3 Pro T Sport, or the other names that they give signatures and all that stuff. This kind of lets you know where you're at. If you are walking in there saying they want $35,000 for a Q50 Red Sport, I get it. I like Red Sports, but they may be overcharging you based on the market. Okay? If the mileage doesn't seem that much different than the market, then they're only going off the market. They're only going off what the average prices of other dealers are selling. It might be a little bit too expensive. It might be your best bet just to go back a year to 2019 to be able to get a more affordable deal, or maybe 2018 to even get a better deal. You might be able to get a Red Sport for $24,000 just for going 2 years a little bit younger. Remember, guys, interest rates are still expensive. So if you finance one of these cars, right? Let's say you finance a $25,000 car right now. Your car payment is going to be about, if you have good credit, it's going to be should be around $500 per month, right? For a 2020 model, which should still technically be under warranty. If it's 5 to 6 years, it might still be under warranty. But if you go down by just $5,000, that could bring you down to $350, $400. It all depends on what you guys can afford. And if you go down to 2016, you get a fully loaded Red Sport, maybe with less mileage or similar mileage, and you might be able to pick one of those up for like $18,000. That's still a big difference in price, and that stuff adds an interest rate that you're gonna pay every month. At this day, I've dealt with a lot of cars, and I've had my E63S, and I have my 2021 740i, two high-end luxury vehicles, and the interest rates on those alone are extensively, not good credit, extensively expensive. My interest rate on each one of those cars is a Q50 with payment and interest included. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on what you can afford, guys. And I'm telling you, interest is the devil. Okay. Now, I do want to show a couple of things here too. If you have noticed what these red numbers and these green numbers. So they're giving the year over year percentage drop from a year ago, the last 90 days and the last 30 days. And if you guys don't notice, hopefully I'm not blocking anything here. I might be blocking stuff here. Bear with me, guys. Let me click on that. Okay, let me put myself somewhere over here. All right. Make myself a little smaller. If you guys will notice here, the 2016 models year over year have dropped about 18%, 19%. The 2018 models dropped about 15%, and the 2020 models dropped about 20% in average price, average cost. So these cars are going down. But the funny thing is, if you notice here, if you look at now what they would call this, the last 30 days and the last 90 days, let's see what that looks like. The last 30 to 90 days, which pretty much means quarter two, or if this would be quarter one if you're in business. You can see the one with the biggest drop in the prices in the last 90 days was the 2016 models at about close to 5%. But in the last 30 days, they've been steadily on a slight incline. And the 2014, 2015s are going up slightly based on price. The reason being is the 2014, 2015s have pretty much dropped a lot in price. You can go to dealerships and pick these up between $8,000 to $14,000 based on models. So they're a lot more affordable for the average person. A car, and they're still quite reliable car. Transmissions now are starting to be a little iffy now, but they're still quite a reliable vehicle. And but if you go to 2020, it seems that the 2020 up are still a little bit more on the expensive end, and they still have a massive drop. So I'm gonna bring this video to a close, and I'm gonna sit there and say this. Let me just add one more metric. Let me go to the 2022 models. In 2024, I'm going to remove these other two because people are going to get upset with me. I've seen you guys upset in the comments when I say what I'm about to say next. Because I'm be honest, and I thought it was a little weird based on what I saw here. So for whatever reason, in the last 90 days, the 2024 models have went up in price, which is super weird. I don't know why that's going on. Maybe based on this metrics, I don't know. Maybe there's not enough metrics for them to go off of. But the 2022, let's involve 2021. These last three models here, if you guys take a look, they have dropped massively. Massively. There's still a massive drop there. That's it. So if you guys want to purchase the blue line, which is the latest year, 2023, they've dropped 16%, and the 2020 models have dropped 22%, which is the largest drop here on this whole schematic for all the Q50s, the 2022 models. But honestly, if you guys are going to the dealership buying a brand new 2023 or getting a pre-owned one, you're overspending for the car. It's not worth that much. It's been out too long for you to get a new one. I would recommend you guys get like a 2021, 2020 that still has the factory warranty, and you're gonna spend $17,000 less. You see what I'm saying? About $17,000 less. What's the point of giving away all this, paying all this interest for the same car that was made 4 years before? You see what I'm trying to say? You'll still have all the benefits of the warranty and everything. And then you could choose to buy an extended warranty. I'm happy whatever choice you made to go purchase your vehicle. It is your money at the end of the day. But the people in this channel that I've been banging with for years now, I try my best to save them money. A lot of cars are always going to have years they made. But Q50 is one of the cars that were made for 10 years. 10 years. So unless you get one with a super low lease rate, if you're going to the dealership and saying, smacking that hood, and put all your cash down on a brand new one, you are burning money. Just like anyone else is burning money on high-end Mercedes vehicles that are $200,000. Like, that new S-Class Coupe is insane. Like, it's expensive, and it's going to depreciate $100,000 in the next 3 years. Oof. Oof. So outside of that, guys, you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're going to see a couple of other videos where I'm going to be explaining more about modifying your Q50 and going through some of the stages. Please check on that last video I dropped, or it's going to be on my channel. It's going to say it says buying a Q50, episode 1. It tells you how to pretty much try to find the right one. This video was just more of an extended version on pricing to that, but I'm not going to really put it in the saga. I might put it like as episode 1.5 or something like that. But then next we're going to go to the second video is going to be maintenance before modification. So hopefully you guys enjoying this saga or episodes and giving the best information I can, because I want to help you guys along the process. I want it to be step 1, Q50. Step 2, find the right price for Q50. Step 3, maintenance before the thing. I mean, I don't want to get into financing, all of that, and credit and all that. I have really good information on understanding interest rates and all that stuff like that, but I know that the threshold for everyone's going to be different. You have some people who have good credit that right now they can get 7% on a used car, or 8%, and you have people with bad credit, which is like on some Mopar Dodge owners, which is going to be like 25% APR, which is insane. You shouldn't get a car at all. Like, you should just stay away. Like, I'm sorry. Just go get something cheap, affordable, something that costs you cash, and just do it that way. Don't give away all that money and interest. This is why we're going to stay in debt forever. Shout out to the United States for being a great capitalist society. All right. So, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, night. I really appreciate you guys all support. Always appreciate you guys' support. See you guys in the next video. Definitely check out that episode 2, maintenance before modification. All right, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Thank you.